How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back. This is Weston, Weston's Toys and Collectibles, and today we're going to be taking a good look at the new Transformers Legacy Evolution Beachcomber, the newest deluxe class figure that I just picked up. I missed a few reviews. I've got a lot of figures that are on the back burner, but I just wanted to throw a review up of this guy real quick because he's pretty cool. And he's replacing a spot on my shelf. That's right, here is the new Legacy Evolution Beachcomber compared to the Power of the Primes? Either that or Titan's Return, Prime Wars Trilogy Beachcomber. You can see we've got a much wider vehicle mode here. More accurate, darker blue color there. And he looks a lot more solid. He is a lot more solid. Yeah, he rolls nicely on these rubber tires. This is the first time we've seen rubber tires in a while in the main line, which is very nice. Accessories, he comes with this little bird, and just the nature of the paper that they wrap these in, the accessories, they wrap them in this paper now. You can see I've got little paint blemishes here from the paint fusing to the paper. It's a bit unfortunate. This is a 5mm post with a 3mm port inside. So basically you can stick it on anything that's a 3mm post or a 5mm port. So you can stick it there. You can go right here. You can sit up here on the engine. Just so whatever you want to do with him. His other accessory he comes with is his blaster. It also becomes a kind of like a bush guard for the front, and comes off easily. And yeah, there's his gun. Once again, we have a little bit of a blemish here from the rubber of this bird actually eating at the paint here. So hopefully that'll straighten out after a bit. If not, I might have to like wipe it off and go over it with some paint, but it's very sticky right there. So anyway, it's nicely done. Detail wise, looks like a front bumper. Looks like the front bumper of, on the side, and then obviously you got a blaster when you flip it over. To the main event though, we're going to take a look at Beachcomber, and he is really nice. Even without the bumper on, he still looks really nice. Like I said, he rolls really nicely on these rubber wheels. He's got these seats that are in here. Now you can't put a Titan Master in there like you could with the Titan's Return, Prime Wars Trilogy, whichever set that was from. However, he has nicely detailed and painted seats there. Transformation on this is very much like the Titan's Return one. There's only so much you can really do with the Beachcomber transformation. But to start, we're actually going to come under here and flip open these panels. That's right, we've got some cover panels for the backs of the legs. They cover up underneath the bottom of the dune buggy mode. And then just kind of pull a little bit just to free the arms up and untab up here at the top, just like we would with the Titan's Return figure. Then fold it over, and you want to untab that roll bar once again, and then we can close these panels back here up and flip the seat up. And it's kind of thin here, so you do want to kind of be careful, and then flip the roll bar up once again on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and push the body down. That'll reveal his head. And then we'll take this piece of roll bar and tuck it in, and it will actually tab in right behind his waist. And just like that, we are done transforming Beachcomber into his robot mode. And yeah, he looks nice. Very nicely proportioned this time around. If we go to and look at the Titan's Return version, his proportions weren't great. And honestly, That's because the body on the Titan's Return version is actually the same size as the body on this Legacy Evolution version. Yeah. So, with the same size body, but this guy's got these, you know, big arms and stumpy little legs. There's a lot better proportions on this guy just in general. He is a deluxe class, so he's also taller than the Legends class figure by about an inch and a half. So he's decent size. Posability is really good on this figure. We don't have any ball joints like we did with this, which I love that we're not seeing a lot of ball joints. There's a ball joint in the neck, though. That will give you a little bit of rotation. It does kind of get stuck on this tab back here, but you can move it out of the way, and you can get the full 360. A little bit of side-to-side movement, and then a little bit of up and down movement. Arms can go a full 360 on the hinge swivels, and they can go up that far, and that's not the wheel pushing on it, it's just that's as far as it can go, just the way it's cut out. Same on the other side. Rotation at the bicep on a mushroom peg, and then well over 90 degrees. I'd give that probably about 100 degrees of movement there. And then his wrist swivel. So yeah, pretty good articulation in the arms. He has a waist swivel. And once again, we have universals in the hips. They can go that far back and that far forward. You get the full Monty on that. And then coming down here and doing this full split, it goes all the way. Very nicely done. I think, yeah, they can swing all the way around, really. Just the way they're cut. Knee bend, you get 90 degrees out of the knee, maybe a little shy. And then the ankle rocker goes all the way in. So he can hold his gun, as a good warrior should. And I think it's well proportioned to him. It's decently sized. I've seen some Transformers that their guns are just way too big or way too small. And of course the little bird can sit up here on his shoulder. So here he is compared to the Titan's Return Beachcomber. A couple other comparisons. Here he is with the Netflix Bumblebee. So he's a little bit taller than Netflix Bumblebee. He's about an inch taller. And here he is with Optimus Prime. So, comes up to Optimus Prime's waist. So yeah, this has been my review of the new the new Transformers Legacy Evolution Beachcomber, and he is really good. Is he worth the $25? He's a bit simplistic, honestly. So I'm kind of glad I got him at GameStop, and I used my $5 off for the month coupon to pick him up. So I ended up getting him for $20. I think he's well worth like the $20. He's definitely a main cast character that you'll want for your G1 cast if you collect G1 cast. The inclusion of rubber tires, I think, makes it pretty well worth the price point as well. So I think if you can get him between 20 and 25, between like MSRP range, he's definitely worth it. Especially with, like, you know, the paint placement on here, the details here in the chest, like this whole section inside this cavity is actually fully painted in a slight gunmetal, and then the silver on top with the Tampographed Autobot logo. Slightly off center on mine, but that's not too big of a deal, with more paint here in the abdomen. Paint here as well. I might get a repro label and cut it in half and stick it on there. I kind of like to have the Autobot badge there, but maybe not. The rim's completely painted. But other than that, in vehicle mode, like the only other paint is really here on this, on the hood, and then on the seats. But he's decent for the price, so I definitely recommend picking him up, especially if you're trying to upgrade from this figure. This figure was good for its time, but it's definitely hasn't aged very well, and this figure just looks so much better. So yeah, I definitely recommend picking him up. This is the Transformers Legacy Evolution Beachcomber. So thanks for watching, and until next time, till all are one.